Hi, my name's Landy Martin. Thank you for joining my video today. Today I'm going to be talking about comparing yourself to others in network marketing. This is a problem really not even just for network marketing, but in life. We kind of grow up comparing, even as kids, you're like, my dad's smarter than your dad, right? Or my dad's stronger than your dad. So we start out with this, comparison and competing type mindset, and it really holds us back. It really does. And if you're going to be successful in business and network marketing in particular, you need to learn to collaborate with others and compete with yourself. So, and we're all victims of sharing and comparing ourselves to others, right? When I first started in network marketing, I remember getting really involved in the personal development. So I would go to YouTube and watch videos, and I found this one guy, I'm not going to say his name, but he's a mentor of mine. And I was watching him prospect people one day, and he was standing outside of a gym, and every person who walked out, he was like, hey, how you doing? Did you have a good workout? I just watched how he developed that rapport and trust with that person right off the bat. I mean, I was like, wow, you can get rapport with a person in 2 seconds. But he would also, invite them to a meeting that night, or, invite them to look at what he had to offer. And so many of them were very receptive because he had a way with words and he put them at ease. But I remember standing there thinking, hail to the no, I'm not doing that. There is no way I can do that. I'm not going to be successful at this. I cannot do that. When I would watch him in his videos. So, but of course I didn't quit. I didn't let that, I didn't sit there and convince myself that I couldn't do this because somebody else was doing it different. I decided, hey, I can do this, but I'm going to do it online. I'm comfortable posting. I'm not as comfortable just talking to strangers outside of a gym, right? So what I started doing is I started building my rapport online with people, and I started developing trust and building relationships on Facebook in particular. So that is how I built my business. But number one, we want to collaborate with people, especially leaders on our team. Find a way to be inspired, okay? When you're competing with yourself and you're tracking your progress week to week, and that's what I mean by collaborate and compete with yourself, but collaborate with others, is track your progress week to week. What do you need to do more of? How many reach outs did you do last week? How many signups did you do this week? Compare things, but only compete with yourself, okay? If you get that feeling like I could never do that, like I got when I was watching that guy prospect, find a way that they're doing it, but find a way to do it unique to you. You do not have to be someone else. You need to find a way to do this business doing yourself. I also coached a person on my previous team who, she's like, well, I see all these people on TikTok and on Instagram, and, they're dancing and they're doing the point towards the text and, all the stuff. She goes, I'm just too shy. I can't do that. I can't do that. So I said, well, you find a way to use that same style. These people are obviously, whatever they're doing is working. You find a way to do that, but do it where you're comfortable. Well, she shoots this video. She's at the beach, and she shoots a wide video across the beach, and she uses the text that pop up, the same thing that they were doing dancing, but she did it with just a video. Guess what? She got so many leads off of that. She got so much because it was unique to her, but it was still using something that works. So that's just a way. So that brings me to my second tip, which is be inspired. Find a way to be inspired. Instead of using others' success as an excuse for you to fail, which is ridiculous, okay? What are they doing that you aren't? How can you show up like they are showing up, okay? So be inspired instead of letting that, defeat you, okay? So my last tip I'm going to tell you is that you're on your own journey and you're on your own timeline. So, what someone else is doing in their business out there has nothing to do with your success. Nothing. Zero. I promise you, whether or not they make it or fail has nothing to do with whether or not you make it or fail. So, put your blinders on and stop looking at what other people are doing. Consistently do the activities long enough, okay, and you will have success. Consistently do the right activities long enough and you will have success, because that is why whoever you're comparing yourself to is successful. They've been told no more. They've failed more. They've spent more time. They've worked harder. They have done more things that work. Maybe you haven't tweaked what you're doing yet. But if you want to compare yourself, do more of what they're doing, okay? Do not use that as an excuse to fail. That's the biggest thing I want to tell you with comparing yourself to others. And remember this, confidence is not thinking you are better than anyone else. It's realizing you have no reason to compare yourself to anyone else. And I'm going to leave you with that. So those are my 3 tips for comparing yourself with others, or stop comparing yourself with others. If you like this content, please comment below. Please subscribe, and please hit that bell notification so that when I do post a new video, you get notified right away. I will see you on the other side. Peace out.